I'm going to tell you guys about my first one night stand. It genuinely feels like this happened in the Matrix. I had never had a one night stand in the sense where I slept with somebody who I met that day and never spoke to them again. That's just never been my cup of tea. Every time I sleep with a man, I'm like, surely he wants to date me, and something comes out of it. I'm also just not the type to sleep with somebody the first time I meet them. I need to have some sort of emotional connection. That's hard to do with somebody that you just meet. One morning I go to the gym, I'm waiting at the elevator, and this group of guys are behind me, and they start asking me if there's like a pool upstairs. So clearly they were visiting. There's 3 of them. They're cute guys. They're asking me about restaurants, and they're telling me their plans for that evening. And I was like, oh my God, I love that place. And they were like, okay, great. Like, come with us. Even though I just met them, I had seen one of them before. I was like, okay, YOLO, why not? I haven't really done anything fun and spontaneous in a while. My girlfriend couldn't make it, so it's just me. They were really, really fun. We actually all got along really well. After dinner, we go back to their place that they're staying at. They're going to space, and that's just not my vibe. So I was like, oh, I'll just hang out with you guys while you pregame, and then when you leave, I'm gonna head back home. There's one guy who's noticeably interested in me. Like, he's the one who's like taking the lead with me, sitting next to me at dinner, all the stuff. He was the one that I initially was like, oh, he's cute, but as the night progresses, I'm like, wait, the other one's cute. I was just flirting with everybody. The guy who was initially really trying with me ends up going to space, and everybody else does except for the other guy who I was interested in. So when everybody left, it was just us 2 in the place. I will say, I wasn't even sure if this man was on my team, if you know what I mean. Like, I wasn't sure. I was about to leave, but me and him just start talking. We have a great conversation. We end up talking for about an hour. He was like, I'm gonna change. Do you want some sweats? Nice touch on his part. I pick a show. I will say it was me who picked the show, but the new Love on the Spectrum had just come out. I fully was not expecting to sleep with this man. We end up watching, I want to say, like 3 or 4 episodes of Love on the Spectrum. Before I know it, we're hooking up. I just have this vivid memory of me on the couch. I'm getting railed. I look at the TV screen. It's Love on the Spectrum, and they're like being all sweet and it's the last thing I expected to be doing on this night. It was all just a massive plot twist, because the one who I thought, like, if anything I would sleep with, it ended up being a completely different man. The show on in the background is just like insane. In my head, I'm cracking up. I'm trying not to like ruin the moment or ruin the mood, but I'm like, this was not on my bingo card tonight or ever. And I never talked again. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. My feelings weren't hurt. I always thought that like after a one night stand, I would just feel horrible about myself. I actually felt really good and empowered. I had been getting over a man at this point too, and that was the nail in the coffin, I think. That's what helped me, because like I hadn't slept with somebody for so long. There's other people out there that just kind of like solidified things for me, and it really helped me mentally get over my attachment to this guy. It was like the one last thing to get over this guy. So I'm forever thankful for Love on the Spectrum, man. It's actually a night that I look back on fondly.
Okay, so I saw this video in the wonderful world of TikTok. Okay, that's where I saw it. And we have to talk about it. Okay, for the first thing I want to say before we get into all the foolishness, the first thing I want to say is that all this propaganda of men are dangerous, of, you know, the things that are going on TikTok, if it's the man or the bear, I'm going to choose the bear, you know, all these things of that, you know, they're, you know, men are just we're so afraid of them, and then they're so, you know, volatile, and all of these things is obviously rubbish. Okay. It's obviously not true, because if there's a woman who meets 3 men and decides to go on an entire day, you know, of escapades with them, and does not know them, has only seen them and has no idea who they are, is getting in the car with them, is going to their home. Okay, I know I said that a little loud, but it's for the purposes to hit you. She went to a house with beds with men that she does not know. Any woman who has the ability or the capacity to do that lets me know that this whole, as I said, propaganda of men being so dangerous is something that is completely false. Let's not even get into the thousands of women in the comment section talking about, yes, sis, you know, get it how you live. Another thing that I have to say is her ending the video and saying, that's a night that I look back on fondly is very irresponsible. This is why I don't subscribe to no sisterhood foolishness. This is why I don't subscribe to no feminist nonsense. This is why I don't subscribe to any of that stuff, because at the end of the day, they talk about how empowering even this woman said it, how empowering it was to sleep with a man that she does not know, and to use sleeping with a man that she does not know to get over somebody who she had an intimate relationship with. How she, was interested in one guy, was talking to one guy, then started to flirt with every single person there. That is very dangerous rhetoric to put on the internet to allow other women or younger girls who are watching you to download and interpret that information in any way. And you said, it felt very empowering. That's dangerous. You're telling other younger women that they have the capabilities of doing the same thing that you did and coming out unfazed, unhinged, untouched, no issue, no problem. Nothing's going to happen to you. I did it and it was amazing. It was great. Not talking about the things that can happen where it can affect them for the rest of their lives. Not talking about the things that can be contracted. Not talking about the fact that you just happen to have this certain situation. However, how dangerous it is to put themselves into these aspects. That's not your concern at all. It's all about having a good time and having fun and sharing it for everybody else in the world to see. I'm starting to realize that nobody has a diary anymore. I'm starting to realize that, diaries must be a thing of yesteryear. Because everything that people are going through, the intricate details, even if they've made mistakes, even if it's things that they're not, quote unquote, so proud of, they are learning to be proud of these things. And not only be proud, but to share it on the internet so that it's up there forever. And again, are not understanding the level of influence that especially that app has on people across the board, especially younger girls. Younger girls who are in high school, they looking up to this and they watching it and they're saying, oh yeah, well, she had fun. I like her. I like the way she does her makeup. I like the way she dresses. I'm going to copy what she does. They don't care. You say, oh, it's all about support other women, but do you really care about other women? Because nothing happened to you and it wasn't detrimental for you, do you not care about, the possibilities for other women when you put this out there on the internet? You said it. You gave us a full play-by-play. Another thing that threw me for a loop, okay, is the fact that she said, oh, I had no idea I was going to sleep with anybody. What are you doing at their house? Everybody else left and there's just this one young man there and you're there. What do you think is going to happen? That y'all was going to play in makeup together? Y'all thought y'all was going to play tic-tac-toe? There's the whole setting Netflix and chill is for a reason. As soon as that man asked you if you wanted to wear some sweatpants, you should have known what time it was. Let's keep it real. This is how other young girls get hurt. They get their feelings hurt. They're in certain situations where sometimes they can physically be harmed. Because they go to places thinking, oh, well, I just think he's cute. It's not a big deal. But it is a big deal because you're putting yourself in a predicament that anything could happen, any game can play, and it seems as though you're compliant. Because why else would everybody else leave and you're still here? Why else would you accept the sweatpants? Why else would you take the remote and put on something on Netflix? Why else? What else are you here for? What else would we be doing? And then she said to, oh, well, he never contacted me again, but my feelings weren't even hurt. I just felt empowered. I felt good about it. Why would he call you? He saw what you was down for. He was like, oh no, if she this kind of girl that could just meet me and everything just happened, and I saw her, she was flirting with him, and then she just get with me, all I'm gonna do is just dap up my boys and let them know what happened and keep it pushing. There would be no need for the call. What really got to me, as well as all of these other things, is when she said she didn't even know if he was playing for her team. Now, I don't know if that meant that she didn't know if he liked her or not, but I was under the interpretation that meant that she didn't even know if he liked girls. Just listen to this. Women will meet a man that they don't even know if he likes girls or not, and will throw the kitty at him without him doing any type of work, any type of courting, dating, spending any money, and they will just throw it. They will just give it to him. But then there'll be a man that really likes them, and they put him, over the river and through the woods to try to prove, oh no, I'm not that kind of girl. I'm just not. I have to say it again. It's very dangerous rhetoric to put on the internet when there's other younger women who probably look up to you, who don't have maybe other older women around them to talk to about certain intricate things, and you are saying all these things and you are painting it like it's a beautiful picture, like it's going to work out for everybody. And we all know, grown folks know, that's not the truth. But you end the video, I look back on that fondly. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.